The Italian city of Padua boasts one of the oldest universities in Europe. It was here that Galileo Galilei proclaimed that the sun and planets do not revolve around the Earth. And it was here in 1678 that the first woman in the world received her PhD degree. Today, the university's revolutionary tradition lives on in anatomy professor Carla Stecco. She's following in the footsteps of her predecessors, who here in the old anatomy theatre defied a church ban on human dissection. She's also continued the work of her father, conducting pioneering research into the fascia's purpose and function.
My father was among the first to be interested in fascia and how to manage fascia. At home, he was always talking about fascia. To begin with, I wasn't really convinced about the role that fascia plays. So I started getting interested in anatomy and wanted to uncover it in my dissections to understand how this tissue works.
Per visualizzare e capire effettivamente com'è questo tessuto.
Before starting today's dissection in the anatomy theatre at her faculty, Carla Stecco is explaining to her students what fascial tissue is, with the help of a grapefruit.
This grapefruit helps us to understand what the fascia is and how it's connected to the muscles. If I cut through the grapefruit, we see not only the flesh of the fruit, but also the fibrous components that divide the grapefruit into individual sections and support the tissue of the fruit.
In the course of the dissection of a human corpse, Stecco shows her students how the fascia is found throughout the body.
This is the fascia, the loose connective tissue which allows me to slide from one level to the next. Can you see how extremely fluid its structure is? How it can be moved with ease? Look how I can get into it. It's all made up of water, proteoglycans and tissue, and it's so beautiful.
Carla Stecco's research on fascia has helped reveal what we know today. Fascia exists everywhere in the body, in many shapes and consistencies. Directly beneath the skin is the surface fascia. The deep fascia envelops our muscles, and also our muscle fibers, like the skin around a sausage. The fascia also envelops our organs in a whitish skin. Even the brain is protected by this tissue.
We can even view the meninges as a special fascia, because ultimately it shares the same characteristics as fascia that we know from other parts of the body.
With the help of numerous anatomical analyses, Carla Stecco has produced an atlas of fasciae. Her findings are groundbreaking. It's the first time in the 400-year history of medical anatomy that the fascia of the entire human body has been systematically documented.
At first, I didn't understand anything. When I performed my first dissections, it all seemed to be chaotic. I couldn't see a clear picture. But then, very slowly, I understood how I could identify the fascia. Now it is fairly clear what the fascia is, and that is what I wanted to show with my atlas.
She's now examining the thoracolumbar fascia, which surrounds the muscles of the back.
In this region around the lower back, there's a particularly critical zone. There's a reason 80% of people suffer back pain.
The large back fascia. Researchers haven't yet been able to unlock all its secrets, but evidence points to its significance for many types of back problems.
We have now isolated the thoracolumbar fascia, the most important deep fascia in the human body. It is now being studied by so many researchers because it appears to be the cause of unspecified back pain.
The fascia of the back are among the most important fascia in the body. But how can fascia cause pain? Why do these layers of tissue in particular cause so much trouble?